Hey, good morning, students. My name is Amit Sinha. Hope in this pandemic time, all of you are staying healthy and staying safe. Okay, so today's topic is how do you efficiently use resources around. So, before that, let me take a step back. So, in today's world, the impact of, rather, I would say, is that threat of a climate change is real. Okay, so you would have heard in the news or read in the newspaper nowadays the typhoons, the cyclones, extreme heat, okay, landslides and all. So these are like quite common, okay, and all these things are a result of a climate change and the way the human beings have been recklessly using, or I would say uh, kind of like wasting a resource, our natural resources, with their lifestyle and the behavior. Okay, so just take an example. In today's world, I mean around the world, on the planet earth, 8 million tons of plastic waste in being disposed in the ocean daily. This is leading to a rise in the ocean temperature, immense loss of the aquatic life, and kind of like imbalances the whole environment. So now the question is that how to solve, how as a inhabitant of this planet earth, or you as a students, can contribute in reverting this climate change. Okay, number one is that we have to make a changes to our lifestyle. Okay, so during the pandemic you have seen that millions of the people on the streets, all the migrant workers in India are going hungry. At the same time, we waste a lot of food. So the point number one is that can we ensure that like we don't waste food, and we buy or take the stuff that is required, and what we can eat. So definitely it will help in rationalizing of the resources, the food resources around the planet, and it will stop the exploitation of the vegetation by the human beings. For example, deforestation of the Amazon forest for growing more food. Okay, number two, coming back to the aquatic and the ocean life savings, we all need to ensure that like we reduce the usage of the plastic. Okay, we can do simple stuff. Number one, for example, okay, when we go out, can we stop buying a bottle of the plastic bottle water? Okay, so if even for example one person saves five plastic bottles, it will have an immense impact on the benefit of the aquatic life. Okay, number two, how we do away with the materialistic life. Often we see that like we go ahead and buy a lot of clothes as a family, as a human being, around the year, during the festivals or any other season. Okay, then we can wear. So our wardrobes, if you look into your wardrobes, it is full of like the old clothes that you don't no longer use. So can we take a pledge that okay, we'll buy only clothes that we want to wear. Okay, and then we don't want to buy an excess clothes. It is not about like the money. It's mainly about like how we can conserve our resources for the future generation. Okay, and third thing is, I would say, is that we have to take care of our environment. Okay, with the rapid urbanization of the societies or the country, so we hardly see any kind of like green vegetation during the city life. Okay, so can we take a pledge that each one of us like plant at least one or two trees every 6 months and nurture them with the water. Okay, and then what will happen is that growth of this vegetation or the plants or the trees in our cities, in our houses, in our villages and all, so that will lead to purification of the atmosphere, or I would say is that it will counter the pollution. So you would have heard last years and all, Delhi during the winter time is one of the most polluted cities. And then again during the pandemic, when the human activity have reduced, then the atmosphere around the world, okay, or air quality around the world has improved. Now people can see like Himalayas from a far distances. It is just because reduction of the air pollution with reduced human activity, and our life is still going on. So let's all pledge that if we are going out or venturing out, we'll use a public transport. At the same time, we'll go ahead and maintain a social distancing and take care of like our health in terms of the safety, wearing mask. And then important thing is that all of us go ahead and wear mask. And last thing I would say is that we all have to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So can we all students pledge that at least like half an hour a day you go ahead and participate in active sports on the field, rather than like watching or playing games on the PlayStation. It will lead to healthy lifestyle. Just to summarize, that healthy lifestyle and reduction of the materialistic stuff and the plantation. Okay, so these are small things. If we do, I'm sure like it will help a lot in reversing the threat of a climate change. Okay, thank you.